It doesn't matter how you feel, brother. When you've set yourself a promise, you have to stick to it, no matter what. Otherwise, it's a one-way ticket back to the mental hell that you've just crawled out of. And I know exactly how that feels, because I've lived most of my life going through constant cycles of making progress, building momentum, feeling excited about the future. And then, one way or another, I start to slip up. One broken promise becomes 2, becomes 3, becomes 4. And then the avalanche of doom comes. All trust is broken, and I'm looking in the mirror with deep self-loathing. I don't want that for you, brother, because there's truly no worse feeling than living in hell up here when you know how much you're capable of, but you don't trust yourself to act upon it because you just keep spitting all over the contracts that you've written to yourself. Now, one of these promises that I made was to get on here for the next 100 days, no matter how I feel, and speak to you, share with you some of the lessons that have come to me. And I'll be fully honest with you, this is probably the least efficient way I can imagine to grow this YouTube channel. If I truly wanted to boost myself in the algorithm, I would stick to one specific niche. Obviously, it's going to be getting shredded because that's the area that I have the most tangible results in. I would pump out loads of content with a very similar formula. I would come up with a binge-worthy structure for my videos, and I'll just execute on that every single day to get you hooked, to maximize viewer retention and all of these freaking mind rot metrics. Mind rot metrics. Boom. That's another TM phrase in the toolkit for the next chapter. But hey, we're getting too far ahead of ourselves. Let me reel things back in. So obviously everything I'm doing here on YouTube right now is completely suboptimal because, quite frankly, some videos I come on here and I'm just a freaking rambling lunatic. But that's okay, because I set myself a promise that no matter how I feel, I'm gonna stick to the process of just turning on the camera and showing up in my most raw, authentic self. And that's exactly why I'm here in this rain, making this video when I really didn't feel like it. Because today has been a sleep-deprived day. And you might be getting used to this by now. Like, Matt, when are you going to sort out your sleep schedule? Bro, this is just the chapter of life that I'm in right now, where sleep is not the number one priority. More news on that soon and stuff, like the plans for the trajectory of the future once it's been completely locked down. But the point is, I'm freaking exhausted. I've been working today and it's been very chaotic, and you get a lot more tired from all of this mental energy you waste switching between different tasks than you do from just working hard, whatever that even means, right? I should have got about 6 hours of sleep last night. I was on track to do so. You know, that would have been amazing, but about an hour and a half before my alarm went off, I just woke up and I was pumped. I was already so excited to get up and start my day, conquering my goals, and, you know, just working on myself, being in love with the process. But that's the problem. Excitement is so energy consuming, and one way or another, it's gonna leave you to crash and burn. And I know, mate, I know that this video is all over the place. There's no coherent main topic. I'm just sharing with you the lessons I'm learning as the day goes on. And another very important lesson about sticking to the process is to actually stick to it, no matter what your impulsive monkey mind says. It's all about controlling your thoughts and not responding emotionally. For example, today is my rest day from weight training. I'm not supposed to freaking push hard. My coach has me on the Stairmaster for 25 minutes at level 10 maximum. And to be honest with you, it's kind of boring not pushing myself to the bitter edge of, you know, defeat, or just this gritty feeling of going past your limits when doing cardio. I'm sure you know the feeling, right? When, you know, you don't think you could take another step, but you do anyway, and you do anyway, and you do anyway. But yeah, but obviously during this shredding phase, I have to hold back a little bit. And I won't lie, during the end of this session, I decided to crank up the speed a little bit. I went from level 10 to level 12 to level 14 just in the last few minutes, just to get that extra little push towards the end. And coach saw me because he was at the gym, and he brought it up, and he was like, you know, Matt, there's a very good reason why I have you doing it this way, because I've been there, done that. I know what I'm doing, and I know what it's like to push too hard, burn yourself out, and under recover for the next time you come in. And man, does he have a good point. And then he also mentioned that this whole transformation isn't just about the physical. It's not only about getting the physique. It's about the entire mental journey that comes along with it, because he's very familiar with my monkey mind, and it's helping massively so far. But that's just something you have to remember, that when you go to someone who has some result you're looking for, or if you just want to be in closer proximity to them because you know they'll benefit your life, just do what they say, right? Your critical thinking, this brain of yours, has got you into this situation to begin with. And if you want to change that situation, it's fair to say that you shouldn't always listen to the brain that got you there, right? But anyway, this video has been absolute bedlam, and that's okay, because this is not a season of optimizing a YouTube algorithm, like I already said. This is a season of getting to know each other on a deep personal level and fully documenting every stage of the journey as my most raw, authentic self. With that being said, bro, I know today there wasn't much violent clarity, and that's okay, because as long as you keep taking relentless action towards your objective and you stick to the path, the violent clarity will come. Peace out, brother. Have an amazing day. Go out there and conquer.